Watch this next video. It explains perfectly why silence, when you expect good people to do something, can really harm you, because silence is complicity. So watch this and I'll come back on the back end.
So TikTok took down the video where I talked about the most non-directly violent, most disturbing experience of my life. So I'm going to retell it with some language edits. I went to a bar with my friend Ryan, my platonic friend, who I used to have respect for. We were celebrating my birthday. We ended up running into, I should say, a group of other people that I know, all men, about 10 men, who invited us to sit at their table at this big sports bar. And on the news, there was a story about an athlete who was going through their trial after being accused of, I don't remember if it was, I would assume it was gRape of some kind. And I said, oh guys, well, I guess your days of banging drunk strangers are over. Something that I assumed was like a non-controversial statement. And kind of a joke, because who would do that? Well, their greasy dirtball friend in a hockey jersey stands up and starts saying, she was just talking, but forcefully at first, I don't know what women think is going to happen to them when you go out, you wear short skirts and you wear skimpy clothes and then you get blackout drunk. I don't know what you expect. No one interrupts him, by the way. And he keeps talking until he works himself into such a lather that he is shouting, drunk SLUTSs get what they deserve. At me. He's shouting at me, pointing at me. Drunk SLUTSs get what they deserve. Not only did none of the men at the table say anything, but the only time anyone interjected is when a mutual friend between the two of us said, dude, I totally agree with you. I totally agree, but let's just drop it for right now. Just try to get those cool, chill bro vibes back after your friend's been shouting at a woman about how he deserves to gRape certain women under certain circumstances. That women should expect it. And he just kept going until I left the table in tears. And only then did anyone else in the group even try to say something hey, sorry, no. And I got my shit and I paid my tab and left. Birthday ruined. Great job. When I think back about that memory, I don't think about one or two verbally pro-gRape people and a bunch of other people who just are neutral and have no opinion. I see two vocally pro-gRape men in that group and a bunch of 9 or 10 silent pro-gRape fucking spineless cowards. There were 10 men who said nothing. And the original question was replying to this dipshit that was talking about I don't think all men are complicit. I do, as a woman who has experienced a man shouting forcefully his right to gRape certain women under certain circumstances, and watched as the faces of 10 fucking spineless cowards stared at their drinks, stared at the table, did anything but intervene. I never recovered my friendship with Ryan. That goes without saying. I never believed in good men after that. I don't believe in good men, because I thought that I was sitting at a table of a bunch of good men, and not a single one of them said one goddamn thing. And I think that perfectly illustrates the way in which all men are complicit against violence against women. Silence is violence. Silence is complicity.
That is precisely the reason why, even as a person who has not experienced violence in that way, I speak up vociferously. I am very loud about it, because when you don't talk about it, even when you haven't experienced it, it's like a silent kind of, not a rubber stamp, but you're not really helping the situation and helping those involved. People think that I have been a victim because I am so about it with my protestations and wanting to help women and being for the safety of women. No. It's because I see what happens when people are silent about it. When you have people that you think are good people who just will sit there blankly and do nothing about it, say nothing about it, it is heart-wrenching, especially if you were a victim of something. So no, I will keep being loud. I will keep sharing stories, and I will do so because I haven't experienced it, but I can understand where women are, where girls are, who have been powerless in these situations. And I understand why these cultures are allowed to persist. They're allowed to persist because so many people are silent about it and don't want to fix it.